Alright, I'm just going to get this tournament report over and done as quick as I can because despite it being around about nearly 8 o'clock when I'm recording this, it is still a whopping 35 degrees outside, and with no air circulating around in my room, it's going to make the room really freaking hot, so I just want to get this over and done with as quickly as I possibly can. So yeah, 35 degrees sucks. That is, if you're in America, you don't understand what the hell I'm talking about because 35 is cold. We're talking about 35 centigrade, Celsius, which is, yeah, I just brought it up on a calculator. It's 95 Fahrenheit, so it's a little bit toasty. So, anyways, I decided to play Geartrix. I'll just call it Geartrix when I do the deck list. So I actually kind of I kind of sunk out pretty quickly, but then I managed to pull a couple back and actually finish with a respectable 3-2 record. Round 1, I played against Burning Abyss. As much as it sucks to lose, like, I kind of figured I would get my shit punched in. I only really lost because he pulled out blowout plays. Like, I managed to get back a couple of hits on him in both games. Like, he started Majesty's Fiend game 2, which I then immediately responded with Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon and just ran it over. So that I felt was kind of hilarious. But I ended up losing that game anyway. So I ended up losing that 2-0 basically it's just blowout plays. It's basically how it works. Then round 2 I played against Ghostricks. Once again a little bit stally, but nowhere near as big of an issue as it was last week. So I basically just did my plays. Shadow Mirror put in work against Graveyard and flip base effects and stuff like that. And so I ended up taking that one 2-0. Then round 3 I played against Satellarknights. I opened pretty shit game 1. Like, I had a whole bunch of spells and shit like that. Didn't see any of my traps, so I dropped that one out. And then game 2 I did open traps. I went first, set armor, passed. I de-prisoned and finished, but I forgot to set them and ended up passing. And that cost me the game, which pissed me off because I needed to win at least that game to just have a chance to freaking go top 8, but that didn't happen. So I was about ready to drop because I was so pissed off at myself about that. But I kept going, and so round 4 I played against some random deck. I 2-0'd it. It's fine. And then round 5 I played against Shaddoll books. Yeah, Shaddoll books. Game 1, I think a misplay on his part. Game 1 cost him that one. But I basically did my sort of just do the setup plays and just remain silly. It's what Gears do, they remain silly. So I did that, got that game 1. Game 2, he set up the spellbook engine and just went off tap from there. I answered literally every single one of my plays, which sucked. And then game 3, we went into time. And the time didn't even matter, but we ended up going into time, and then like my first or second turn into time, I just pushed a blowout play, Gigant, Honor Arc, and Rhapsody, and just basically took that game from there, which was quite awesome. So 3-2 results. I still finished 18th. I think that's what tiebreakers do to me, but whatever. It's still respectable. It's leagues better than last week. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to be using Gears next week, because I'm thinking about just going next week just to have a bloody, just to have some bloody fun and just play a fun deck. So I might even build fluffles. I don't know, stuffed toys. Not exactly the thing you'd associate with me, but they are kind of an awesome sort of deck. Especially when you can abuse Dark Fusion with it. You can. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think the deck list is going to come immediately after this, because it is pretty damn hot, but I'll just sort of make my decision after I'm done here. So, yeah.